I haven't been into iTunes yet. I've been surfing with Firefox 6 beta. That's been working okay. And I've also been checking the new things like the mission control and the launch pad and the on the MacBook, the mouse gestures and that kind of thing. Because I haven't got a Magic Trackpad for the iMac, so the only way I can do that is on here. One thing I really like is the space switching with the 4 fingers. Because anytime I have to switch spaces on the iMac, on the MacBook here, I use spaces quite religiously. And usually I have to go and use the key commands and stuff, or I can just switch with 4 fingers to switch spaces. It's really fluid.
I think Lion's on the laptops or the mobile, well, kind of like the mobile devices, is really going to be great for that, because they're expanding out the gestures and spaces and stuff to make it laptops with one screen, you know, still very you know, productive.
It's hard to get used to though, because I still keep reaching for the keys. But I did change that scrolling thing though. I didn't like that at all. The reverse scroll thing.
Oh yeah, I couldn't figure that out at first.
I totally didn't like it at all. That's the first thing I got rid of. So scrolling's back to normal, and I've been getting along with everything else.
Reverse scrolling, yeah, that threw me off. I was like, oh, that must be a Lion thing. I couldn't figure it out. I thought my mouse wasn't working.
Bro.
Yeah, is that? Hey, did you?
They call it natural scrolling. That's the name for it. It's supposed to be scrolling just like on the iPad or something, but it just doesn't work for me at all. Doesn't feel right.
Yeah, I think Brad sent me a text message like roar on it right before the you know, I started. I was like, what the? I was like, must be Apple fanboy. Yes. Roar.
It could have been those Russian bribes.
Yeah. Now I know Brad was kind of jealous. He was like, you know, Lion's out for you guys, but I'm still waiting on the iOS 5.
Yeah, that's the one I'm waiting for next.
I was so on the Lion. I mean, you know, to me it was that Final Cut Pro I really been waiting for, which I think is absolutely phenomenal. I know the pros don't like it, but I can go really fast in Final Cut Pro 10. But I guess Drill Proof's already roared out. I think he was making fun of us Apple boys, I guess, or Apple fanboys.
It is out. Drill Proof say, don't diss the Lion, mate. Don't diss the Lion.
Yeah, don't. He'll eat you up. Lion will.
There's only one thing that I had against Lion is the well, for one thing, is it took almost 4 hours to get the initial download because Apple servers have been blasted to hell, even on my 50 down.
Oh wow!
And then once I finally got it installed, it took like half an hour. I was beach balling all over the place because on here on the Core 2 Duo, it's trying to index the drive, and it's loading all the programs that I have running most of the time. Like I've got the iStat menus and then Dropbox and everything, so it's loading all that stuff for the first time. So it's beach balling the hell of itself for a good 20 minutes, but then after that, for the rest of the day, it seems to be running pretty smooth now. I know the indexing's complete and the CPU's dropped a bit, and everything's running pretty smoothly now.
Yeah,
I haven't come across an app that doesn't work yet.
I've had just 2, which I mentioned. Looks like I don't know. I'm gonna miss my AOL radio, but you know, there's a way.
I'm sure I'll say that eventually because it's quite a popular app over in America, I think. So
did they remove it? Did they?
What's that?
Did they remove it? Did they?
It's still on there. I think it did remove QuickTime Broadcaster because I looked in the app folder. It was missing, and it was in the dock, and it had a question mark on it, and I kind of deleted the icon off the dock, but it looked like. I need to search for some more just to see if it removed it, but
yeah. And what's new in the iTunes? Because I just updated my iTunes on Windows 7, so I can notice there's a new volume thing. That's about it. That's all I can notice.
Besides,
I want to take a look at it now. I haven't actually checked iTunes yet.
just
and I've got the new one.
Just the changes that I've said before, but it's mainly with the Lion change. I don't know if there's any features that's been added or removed or anything besides that. Actually, let me bring it up and we'll see.
Looks the same to me, except for those. The bloody traffic lights on the side. They changed the open close thing. And apparently, I've got another new version of iTunes, so I'll go and hopefully that doesn't mess anything up. I'll go and download that.
Ooh, it's
I
got
did
ping.
it on the iMac.
No. Yeah, I know we had ping for a while.
I don't think I actually updated it on here. I did it on the iMac, but not on here, so I'm going to get to 10.4 right now.
Let me see if Brad, did you install the new one yet?
Yeah, I did, mate. Yeah.
Did you notice any changes or?
Just the volume bar thing with the that's about it. Yeah, just the volume bar.
Okay. How about now? Was it 64-bit before the new version?
I downloaded 64-bit. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
iTunes wasn't. That was iTunes was 32-bit before.
It wasn't.
No, Windows 7. Like you can download.
Windows version was 64. Yeah, but the one on Mac wasn't.
Yeah, okay. Mac wasn't until actually I think it came out either yesterday or the day before. Written in Cocoa, 64-bit. Now, if you run it in Snow Leopard, it's only going to run in 32-bit. But in Lion, it's going to be full 64. Oh, I think it can go full screen. I didn't try that out. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, how do you do full screen? What's that full screen? How do you do that?
I haven't actually checked that yet.
I think you click on the upper right-hand side. It's got 2 diagonal arrows, one going like to the upper right and the other one to the lower left. And then you just click on that and it just expands out.
Just basically maximize it and it will do it.
Yeah,
so
it works.
I want to do it on this space. I've tried another space once it's installed. I've got it installed in right now.
Yeah, it does have it. It does have it in the iTunes. Now, I don't think it looks.
I don't know what they've done with the traffic lights. So they've got it set up with the instead of being next to each other, they've got them underneath each other. And I changed that on the last one in Snow Leopard. There was a terminal hack to change that, so it was the same as every other window. They've changed it back on here.
Supposedly the full screen. Supposedly the full screen in Lion. It's mostly the Apple applications that support it. It seems from what I read that there's not a whole lot of third party that took advantage of it yet. Of course, maybe it's too soon.
It's way too early.
Yeah, but that's one of the things I've read that third party apps don't quite written for it yet. But
I just today. I hope I can say this. Are you recording a video, Steve?
What's that?
Are you recording a video?
Yeah, actually I am. Initially I did one that I went through the stuff that I written down, that I was going to say. I'm going to put it on YouTube, and I'm doing one now just describing some of the features, the problems, and, I wanted some commentary from you guys. I know Carlobrown's added it.
Yeah, no, perhaps just sent me a gift for the Oz TV iPad app because I've been beta testing that, and they sent me that app for free. Cool.
Oh, what was that? The Oztech?
Yeah, Oz TV iPad app TV guide is out, and they've just sent me a free gift to get it for my iPad.
Okay. And we got Ronnie Rucker beneath everything. Have you gone to Lion yet? And let's ask Ronnie, because I know he does have a MacBook Pro, but he's like,
one thing that is roaring on here is
he's like,
CPU keeps jumping up.